I think it is as important for us to talk about the things that are going on deep within or inside the body, because those affect the hair probably the most when it comes to as we get older and dealing with specific issues. So today I want to let you know up front that I'm not showing up today as the expert, the hair care guru, or that any of those titles. Today I am just me. I can tell you about hair health and scalp health and porosity and strand structure and all of those things up, down, and sideways. And I've answered all the questions that I can answer about shedding and breakage, and is rice water still trending, and what about castor oil, and what's the best shampoo for 4C hair, right? And I will keep teaching because I love teaching about hair health and hair science, and presenting it in a way that's easy for everyone to understand. But I'm not performing those topics, okay? I'm not doing that. Because one thing I realized is with all of the people that are online teaching hair health, you don't need another person teaching you all of these tips and things like that, giving you all this information of stuff that you just keep getting more and more information. It's just keeping you stuck. You need someone that gets it. You need somebody who's been tired. You need somebody who's tried everything. You need somebody who understands what it's like to know all the things you should know, but still feel stuck. I'm going to start showing up talking about real life, real growth, real regrowth, starting over, because I've done all of those things just like many of you. Okay, I'm not just here standing at the front of the classroom teaching. I'm in the classroom at the desk with the class. I'm not just standing up in the pulpit teaching a sermon. I'm in the pews. I am one of you. So I'm not marketing and all of that stuff. I'm just me. Just the version of me who's not just still healing her own hair, but also healing her own habits, her own heart, her own hustle. Again, I'm still going to give you the education from time to time. I'm still going to give you the tips. But I think for now, we need to go a little bit in a different direction and just get some truth. Okay, some hard-hitting, gut-punching truth. I'm gonna hit you in the chest a few times because I think we need it. And it's not about being perfect. It's about being present. Okay, being present in our bodies and being aware of our situations. So if you're still riding with me through this new season, I want you to know that I thank you. I'm still showing up. I'm still posting videos every week. All right. And I don't want to just be the person that's giving you tips about hair health, just be an expert. Okay. I just want to be like your homegirl in hair healing. I said homegirl. So again, today's topic is very much in line with how our body responds and how our hair is affected by that response. So the title of today's video is You Are Not Burned Out. Your body is out of sync. Now, there's a certain type of tired that sleep doesn't fix. You go to bed, you wake up, you do what you're supposed to do, right? But something still feels off. You're getting things done, but it feels heavy. You're showing up, but you're not fully present. You're moving, but the energy behind it is missing. And the first thing we say when we experience this is, oh, I'm just burned out. But what if you're not? What if it's not burned out? What if your body is just out of sync or out of alignment, if that's a better word? Because when we say burned out, it makes it sound like the problem is just how much we've been doing. Like the solution for that would be just take a break, or just get some rest, or maybe slow down for a little while. And those things matter. Yes, absolutely. But if you're being honest, you probably already tried that. You probably already laid down and got some rest. And you got up and you still felt the same way the next day. You took the day off. You tried to sleep more, but you can't really sleep because you got 1,000 things running in your brain. And you tell yourself, I just need a reset, or I just need a little spa day. I just need to take a day off work. And for a moment, again, it works. You feel fine for a minute, for a moment. But then you go right back to your normal routine and that same heavy feeling comes back. Okay? That's the part people don't talk about. Because being out of sync or out of alignment in your body is different. It's not about doing too much. It's about doing things that no longer match what your body needs now. And this is specifically for my women that have reached beyond the age of 45, 50, 55. It's like your body has moved on, but your life hasn't caught up yet. Does anybody know where I'm coming from? Your body has moved on, but your life hasn't caught up yet. You're still waking up the same way, moving the same way, handling stress the same way, pushing through life the same way. But your body doesn't respond like it used to. So now everything feels hard, right? Everything feels harder, and it's not because you're doing too much, my friend. It's just what you're doing doesn't fit anymore. And that's why things like just getting some rest or just taking a day off or just having a spa day does not fix it. Because the issue is not just effort, it's alignment. I've been saying that word so many times this year to myself in my own journey, in my own place of healing. Alignment. Kendra, you need to be in alignment. Kendra, this is not in alignment. Kendra, is this in alignment? Did what you just say, what you just said in alignment? What they just did was not in alignment. I have been using that word to death because it's important to me. Alignment is important to me. Creating these videos from a place beyond just use this for your scalp, do this for your dryness, do this for regrowth. Going deeper for me is alignment. Full transparency. To this day, 4 years ago, I asked God to give me answers about my purpose. I was already teaching hair health. I was already doing all the hair stuff. I was already 7 years in, I think. And I received a message specifically about helping women, teaching women about how to have a healthy mindset, healthy body, and then healthy hair. And it was very specific. I won't go into the whole details of it, but it was very specific. And back then I was like, how am I going to do that? I just talk about hair. Why don't we talk about people, mind and body? But I had to live it. I had to actually go through a lot of things like most of us do to understand how to bring forth this information in a way that I'm speaking from my own experience. I'm not making this up. I'm not doing a whole lot of research. This stuff is from my own experience, and not just me, but from the hundreds of women that I have either talked to in email, DMs, one-on-one coaching, in person, at events. I was just at an event speaking this weekend, a women's conference. Same thing, right? So again, for me, it's alignment. For you, I'm pretty sure in some aspect of your life, something is not in alignment. Okay. So remember, burnout says you're doing too much, but being out of sync or being out of alignment is simply what you're doing no longer works for you. And then, so once you understand that, I think that helps us to stop blaming ourselves, or if we're not blaming ourselves, it helps us to start paying attention to what needs to change. So let me explain that a little bit more. Now, most of us built our lives in a season where we had to push through. We had to push. We learned how to function on stress, urgency, and pressure, or just getting it done. Early in before I really started going deep into hair health and teaching about hair and understanding all of those things, I, like many people, was in corporate. I was a buyer. Okay. Very high stress, very high tension, very deadline heavy. I'll just say that. I got very used to skipping meals. I got very used to running on caffeine only. I got very used to staying up late to meet deadlines. I got used to staying up late, going out partying, and still getting up, going to work the next day. Okay. But back then that worked for me. But also my body kept receipts. Your body keeps track. Your body keeps track of all the stuff you do. I say this all the time. Your body keeps receipts. Okay. At some point as we get older, it stops cooperating. Your body stops cooperating with certain lifestyles. As you get older, again, I'm going to keep saying that, your body wants something different. Your body wants real rest, not just sleep. There is a difference, my friends, between resting and sleeping. Which one are you getting? Your body wants real food, not drive-through meals. Your body wants slower mornings. One piece of advice, if you have a busy day ahead of you, you have to start your morning off slow. Okay? If you have a busy day and you start your morning off fast, you hit the ground running and you go from the time. For most people, your day is going to seem shorter and it's going to seem like you got less done. So slow your mornings down, ladies. Your body also wants less stress on your system. That should go without saying. Of course, your body wants less stress. Okay, if you're having these feelings of burnout, this message is for you, because that is a mismatch. It's what creates that heaviness. It's what creates that feeling of being off. Okay, because again, your body is no longer willing to operate the way that it used to. Think of it like this. It's like driving a car that needs premium gas, but you keep putting regular in the tank. It will run for a while. Yes, it will. But eventually, that engine is going to start knocking. The performance will drop. Things don't feel as smooth. Not because it's something wrong with the car, but because what you're putting in it doesn't match what it needs. That's what happens when our body is out of sync and we have that burnout feeling. We keep trying to live the same way, but our system, our bodies, our mind, our habits, all of those things are asking for something different. And the thing that most of the time we miss is that our bodies will give us signs long before anything serious happens. Your body whispers before it screams. Your hair whispers before it screams. Sometimes that whisper looks like low energy, brain fog, irritability, poor sleep, or feeling overwhelmed by the simplest things. It's real simple for me to come home and cook for my children. That's easy. But when I am out of alignment, it is the most overwhelming thing of my day. The hardest thing for me to do when I'm out of alignment is to come home and cook for my children, which is the best thing for them, to have a home cooked meal. So let's talk about how this shows up in our hair. Okay. Your hair will start to feel dry no matter what you use, more fragile than usual, shedding more than you're used to, slower response to your routine. And that's when most of us go into fix it mode. We want to fix it. Maybe I need a new product. Maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe I need to use more product. But what if your hair is not the problem? This is the point that I keep trying to make. That I keep trying to make. It's not the product. Your hair is not the problem. Your hair is a messenger. Your hair doesn't have its own separate system. Your hair is not separate from your body. Your hair responds to what's happening in the body. It responds to how your body is being supported. It responds to how much stress your system is under. So if your body is out of sync, your hair is going to reflect that. Like 1000%. Your hair will reflect that. So what do you do with this information? First, you don't panic. You don't need to overhaul your entire life overnight. Okay? We start small. Because how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. If I had to tell you 4 things that you can start small with to refocus your life so that you're not having that feeling of overwhelm or misalignment, first thing you can do is pay attention to your energy. Not just your schedule, your energy. Instead of asking, what do I need to do today? Think about, what do I have the energy to support today? Second thing, simplify instead of adding more. Now, this is going to be hard. This is hard for me. If your routine feels like a chore, no matter what the routine is, your hair routine, your nutrition routine, how you eat, your routine for getting up in the morning and going to work, your routine for caring for your family, whatever your routine is. If it feels like a chore, that's a sign your body is already overwhelmed. Okay? You have to figure out how to do less, but still do it consistently. Okay? I got these big old kids that I live with, that they live with me. And I had to realize that, Kendra, when something needs to be cleaned, it don't have to be perfect. Let them do it. Because I was always like, I don't want them doing certain things because they don't do it right. My kids are lazy. I love them, but they lazy, right? And I don't mean lazy like they won't do what I tell them. I feel like they half-assed it. They half-assed. They half do what I tell them to do. I had to release control of that, okay? And say, all right, I got to get some of my time back. Let them do A, B, and C. Show them how to do it. Let them do it. Okay, so that's number 2. Number 3, support your body before you push it. This probably should have been number 1, actually. Your body needs support. When you are in this constant stressed out state where you're constantly in go mode, you're constantly in your, we'll call it your masculine energy, okay? You're constantly doing all the things. You have to support your body, okay? Eat real food, whole foods, nutrient-dense foods. Drink water earlier in the day. Start your hydration from the time you get out of bed, okay? Give yourself a slower start when you can. Like I said, when you have a busy day, start your morning slow. Try to get up earlier. Have some time to yourself. Pour into yourself before you start pouring into your day. Okay, these things are not a luxury. This is not self-care. This is a requirement. Okay, this is not a cute, I got up this morning to do my self-care. No, this is a requirement. I get up early. For me, I take care of my hygiene stuff. I make sure to put on my, whatever it is that I have to wear for that day. I usually take it out the night before. I love to smell good. I like to put lashes on. I like to make sure everything. This is not a luxury. That's not a luxury for me. It's a requirement. Going to the gym is not a luxury. It's a requirement. That's how I support my body. Drinking water. I know I said that first thing in the morning. Water jug is by my bed. As soon as I pop up, I'm supposed to drink water. And the 4th thing is watch your stress patterns. Notice when your body tightens. When that phone ring or that message come through, or that man is getting on your nerves, and you notice how your body tense up, girl, that is stress. That is stress. Notice when you rush. Okay, notice how your nervous system reacts to certain things and certain people. When you go into that job, notice when everything starts to feel urgent. Notice when your heart starts to beat faster. That's your signal to pause. Like, hold on, sir. Hold on, ma'am. I need a minute. Again, all of these things affect your hair and scalp health because your hair is not separate from your body. I want to say that times 10. Your hair is not separate from your body. So when you're dealing with issues in the body, whether it's related to stress, whether it's related to being overwhelmed, whether it's related to feeling like you're burned out, all of that stuff affects your body. If you've been feeling tired in a way that rest does not fix, if you feel like you're doing everything right, but still don't feel like yourself, you're probably not burned out. Okay? Your body is just asking you to move differently now. If you have any questions, you can put them in the comments. Okay? If this resonates with you, tell me in the comments. I'd love to hear how you handle your feeling of burnout or overwhelm or misalignment. And if you're new here, I don't think I did my intro. My name is Kendra. I am the founder of 180 Hair, and I help women to understand their body and understand their hair so they can start seeing real results. Because many times We think that hair health is only external. It's only in a product. It only comes from a bottle. That could not be more further from the truth, especially if you're a woman that is over the age of 45, 50, 55 and up. It's more important now to support your hair health and your body internally than it is external. Okay, we go a little bit deeper. Understanding your body so that you know what works for you, because somebody else's routine and habits and systems and products that they use will not always work for you, especially if you don't understand certain things about your hair, certain things about your body. And that's my lane. We're going even deeper. All right, understanding how your body wellness affects your hair health. Your healing of your mind and your body are equally as important as understanding your hair. Just so you know, I did say this in the beginning, I'm still making hair care products, all natural. You can find those on my website. I will make sure to link them in the description, or you can find the link on my homepage. We have our spray and go hydrating mist, the liquid balm, and then the OG regular balm. So those are the hair and scalp treatments, and then this is for hydration. Just to let you know, the products are still available, and I will link those below. I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, and as always, you deserve hair that's healthy and growing. It's my mission to help you get there. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you in the next one.